Hello and welcome to Mangator96, and today we're going to talk about High School DxD. This is the second video about the best harem protagonist of all time, Hyoudou Issa. I will be focusing on some important relationships that he has which help him to become the person that he is now. I won't cover his relationship with Rias, Akeno and the other girls that I already did videos on, in which I covered their relationship with Issa, so if you're interested in that, you can check those videos out. As for the cast of characters that I will be covering in this video, it consists of a MILF, an Onesan, a magician, a dragon god, a loli, a mentor, a rival, and a fanboy. But before we start, here's the spoiler warning, as I will be spoiling a lot of things in this video, so if you don't want to be spoiled, I would highly recommend that you go and read the light novel, as it's an enjoyable read. For everyone else, let's start with the MILF and loli combo, Kuno and Yasaka. At first, Kuno was under the impression that Issa kidnapped her mother and attacked him and his friends. After he saved her mother from the hero faction in Kyoto, Kuno developed a crush on Issa and told him she would always wait for him. Kuno began living with Issa sometime after volume 19. Kuno became somewhat territorial towards Issa when her mother flirts with him. She hopes to grow up with breasts as big as her mother's to attract Issa. In true volume 3, Kuno started to fear losing Issa to her mother and becoming his daughter if he marries Yasaka, getting upset at her mother for making advancements towards Issa, while Yasaka tried to calm her, saying that it wouldn't be any problem. Moving on to the MILF Yasaka. In volume 9, he helped save Yasaka from the hero faction using her ley line to summon Great Red after the hero faction retreated. He then helped Kuno to wake her mother's consciousness using his bilingual with Sun Wukong's assistance. They met once again in volume 19, where she entrusted Kuno to him and attempted to seduce him to have children with her, by Kuno's protests to have little brothers or sisters, much to Kuno's annoyance. In true volume 2, Yasaka becomes one of Issa's brides attending the wedding ceremony. In the vision Chichigami made for Issa, hinting Yasaka will fall in love with Issa and became one of his future brides along with her daughter Kuno. In true volume 3, Yasaka started to show her feelings for Issa when watching him with Ross Weiss and replaced her to make babies after she fell asleep. Later, she appeared in the same bath that Issa was staying, that she wanted to increase his fighting spirit before the battle as his partner via sex and wanting to have his child. She also revealed to be lonely, wanting a gentleman in her life, and sought Issa to bear a child, while convincing Kuno to accept it as she watched them until they're interrupted by Rias and Akeno. Moving on to his contracted magician, Faye Pendragon. Faye is the witch of the Valley team whom Issa meets in volume 9, where it is revealed that she is a huge fan of his show Brass Dragon Emperor Oppai Dragon, or Oppai Dragon for short, wanting to shake hands with Issa and asks for an autograph upon meeting him. She later gives him advice on boosting his magic power as well as choosing a magician to form a contract with. She herself was considered a perfect candidate to be that magician by Ravel's statistic, but unfortunately Ravel refused to let her take up that position because of Faye's status as a terrorist of the Valley team, rendering it impossible for her to become publicly associated with Issa. However, Faye was able to become Issa's contracted magician because it was revealed in volume 16 that because the Valley team had been pardoned of their crimes and that Arthur had requested Issa to take her as his contracted magician for the reason of protecting her. Issa accepted his request and asked Ravel, who agreed, since she said that since the group has been pardoned of their crimes, Faye has become a legitimate magician to hire. Faye appears to have some affection towards Issa, expressing desires to go on a shopping date with him. She also quietly expressed jealousy while watching Issa's brides fight over him. After the Hell disaster, Faye and Issa went to revisit their contract following Issa's promotion, as Issa told her that he would always like to be with her, causing her to blush. She later came and blushingly stated that she too would like to remain as his exclusive contracted magician. Moving on to the Infinite Dragon Office. Office officially met Issa at his house when Azazel invited her over to talk. At first he was afraid of her because he thought she will destroy them immediately, although she has no intention other than to defeat the Great Red and return to her birthplace in the dimensional gap. At first she took a huge interest in Issa because of how Didrak reacted with Issa and how his color had changed from red to crimson. In volume 11, Issa became Office's first friend and he invited her to live with them in the Hyoudou residence. Office is also Issa's last friend, according to Didrak, prior to his reincarnation as a humanoid dragon. In volume 12, she plays a big role in reviving Issa with the Great Red's help and now stays with Issa. In volume 20, Issa is shown to care deeply for Office as he became enraged when she was attacked by Ninghor, and Office showed to care fondly for Issa as Issa was her first friend and wants to help him, thus helping Issa by lending him Office's own power, which enables him to unlock Diablo's dragon, which is so great that it overwhelms Rizvium Lucifer's Sacred Gear Chancellor, previously thought to be impossible. Office is similar to a child, mimicking everything she sees, as she has often wanted to do things normally done by the other loving members of the Grammary group to Issa. Moving on to another potential Onesan candidate for his harem, Ryogon Belphegor. They first met at the Grammary training area in volume 23, where Ryogon has become Issa's advisor for the Azazel Cup. She took an interest in Issa, flirting with him and calling him cute, which causes Issa to become embarrassed. Ryogon then asks if Issa doesn't like older women, as she is over 100 years old, to which Issa responds that he sees her as a beautiful Onesan in her early 20s, much to Ryogon's happiness, and this causes Asya, Zenobia, Irina, Roswais and Ravel to become jealous. Ryogon finds Issa's words too comforting and is happy that he complimented her. After this, she tells Issa that she will be watching his match against Dulio. After the match, she reappeared before Issa again and joins his team, while at the same time pledging her and her peerage's service under him, and in exchange she will dedicate all of herself to him. In volume 24, they seem to have become close, as Ryogon was willing to assist Issa with guarding the Azazel Cup against any threats, for which Issa was grateful. In True Volume 2, Ryogon became one of Issa's brides attending the wedding ceremony in the vision Chijigami made for Issa, hinting that Ryogon will fall in love with Issa and became one of his future brides. During the rating game, Issa expresses his concern for Ryogon when she went to fight her opponents alone in an injured state and wanted to assist her, but was stopped by Ravel. After learning that she will be a temporary nurse at Ko Academy, he was thinking of hurting himself to visit her in the infirmary, and was tempted when she said that she can cure his virginity. Ryogon showed the desire to become his lover, as she needs to find a husband after being disowned by the Belphegor clan. Moving on to his best friend / rival, Kiba Yuto. Kiba is the knight of the Grammary group and best friend of Issa. In the beginning of the series, Issa is extremely jealous of Kiba, due to him getting all the girls' attentions with his good looks, and had strong feelings of animosity towards him. Eventually, Issa started to think of Kiba as a good friend after spending time together with him whilst training and talking about their futures together. They both want to become strong so they can protect the girls of the Grammary group. Issa and Kiba have a good friendship and are willing to protect each other from harm. When Issa died, Kiba felt saddened and anger, but kept it in. He released his anger on Siegfried, although losing but gaining strength when one of Issa's evil pieces turned into Ascalon for him to use. Like the others, he gained hope when he found out Issa's spirit was alive. Issa cares deeply for Kiba as his best friend and wants to grow stronger with him, with the both of them making a promise to become ultimate class devils, with Yuto being the ultimate knight and Issa being the ultimate pawn. Issa is very perceptive about his mental state and feeling as prior to facing Edward Crystal, a legendary Excalibur wielder. Issa told him he can't die, showcasing his concern for him. When Issa was enraged by Rizwan and Klipot kidnapping his parents and attacking Office, Yuto calmed him down by using the same words Issa used before Yuto faced Eldwald, as Issa thanked him and said it was good to have him. Issa also worries about Yuto due to not having a girlfriend despite his handsome looks and popularity with females, to the point of trying to get him together with Tsubaki Shinra, much to Yuto's confusion. Issa feels that Yuto is far too reckless at times, and by having a girlfriend he wouldn't be as reckless. Yuto also views Issa as a powerful rival and has several times stated he wants to be able to fight on his level or even defeat him. In True Volume 2, they finally get the chance to fight against each other in the Azazel Cup rating games between Rias and Issa. Due to their deep friendship, some girls at Ko Academy have started to believe that they are in a secret relationship, and the rumors of their relationship are so popular among the female student body that the manga club created a manga about it, a fact which annoys Issa. Moving on to his mentor Azazel. Issa at first hated Azazel because he was a fallen angel, but learned later on that he means well and has good intentions. Issa respects Azazel a lot, even calling him sensei. After Azazel tells him that he will teach Issa the secret of the sacred gear and how to ensnare beautiful women, Azazel later became the Occult Research Club advisor in Volume 4 and aided the Grammary team on how to better improve themselves as a team. He also helped out in the progressing Issa and Kiba's sacred gears, as well as helped Issa learn how to achieve balance break and control the Trian. He also showed a great deal of concern for Issa, as shown after Issa's death, but was relieved to hear his spirit was alive. They seem to be very close to each other, as they are usually seen discussing various matters regarding the mythical events and the people around him. Issa is very close to Azazel, to the point that in Volume 22 he is a bit saddened knowing the fact that Azazel is not present to his high-class devil promotion and wanting Azazel to see his achievements, because of his great sacrifice of fighting 3 Hexa at the Isolation Barrier field. Moving on to his fanboy Orio Nakeri. They first met in Volume 22. Orio has been wanting to meet Issa for a long time and has been asking the student council president Zenobia to meet him. When they met, Orio expressed his admiration towards Issa, despite him being a normal high school student and was put into many dangerous situations. Issa overcame it all and his possession of the boosted gear of the Welsh Dragon. Under Tiamat's approval, Orio joins Issa's team for the Azazel Cup as his Fist of the Red Dragon Emperor of the Blazing Truth and chooses to become his pawn. After hearing that Issa originally began as a pawn, upon training together, Issa was impressed at Orio's physical prowess and combat skills. After watching Issa confront rival, Orio respects and admiration for him grew to the point that he wishes to do better for him in the future. During the morning training in True Volume 2, Orio expresses his wish to become like Issa and gain the power to protect a girl. With this, I covered everything that I wanted to cover on Issa's relationships. And that will be all for this video. If you like this video, leave a like, leave your thoughts in the comments below, or subscribe to the channel for more manga reviews and One Piece content. And until next time, take care.